Which stand-up comedy special are we exposing today? It's going to be Mark Normand and his latest Netflix special, None Too Pleased. If you're new here, my name's David at Affinity Media, and we specialise in producing stand-up specials and comedy content online. So let's kick things off with the intro. We have this really nice montage at the start with a few Easter eggs in the opening shot. It's a really nice montage of Mark's now signature entrance walking out on stage. It's a pretty simple edit in terms of production and producing, but it plays into his style, which is perceived as being fairly simple comedy. Let's get on to camera angles firstly then. Our front shots are a wide, mid, and then close-up. These are your classic shots and must-have for comedy specials. We've got a 50-50 shot, which is Mark on the left-hand side of frame and the audience on the right. And this isn't used too often, but is a great job of reminding us of the setting and audience that we are with. Pretty early on in the special, we have this crane shot, which has a lot of movement over the top of the audience. On one of the wide shots at the start, you can see the crane that is actually over the top of the audience. My favorite camera angle is probably this 45-degree shot with the really nice light in the background. This is a really nice shot, and I assumed that we've probably got this on a long-range camera, kind of up against the stairs maybe, or on the wall on the left-hand side of the venue. Given the nature of the setup, my thoughts are correct, because we then see the camera on this wide shot just as the credit starts rolling, and Mark gets a standing ovation. And that leads me onto this shot we're seeing, which is the back of the room. Now, when we use this shot in a big arena setting, they're normally super helpful for things like continuity and covering cuts between different parts of the set if something's been removed, or maybe it's cutting between two different shows altogether. Now, these wide shots actually mask a slight change in position with the comic, whether that's on stage or just their body language and expression, if they're not in the exact same spot. Which then also leads me onto this reverse shot, which shows the audience from the back of the stage. These are sometimes used to cover continuity in smaller venues. You're going to tend to use that shot because this does a better job of masking the position of the comic a little bit better between cuts. And we're seeing this really great angle being used for that, as well as an establishing shot of the audience from time to time. Now, one thing we cannot underestimate is the lighting and the colours of this special. It just looks absolutely sweet. And there's a reason that Netflix are so particular about the cameras that can be used, and it's for reasons like this. I presume that these were filmed on an FS6 or maybe it's an FX9. Spoiler alert, I've just checked and I'm actually correct. But for me, it's the lighting of this that makes all the difference. I've talked about lighting on previous video breakdowns, and they really are more important than the camera a lot of the time. We've got the curtains that are lit purple. That looks really nice. We've got the stage lighting strip at the back, which is green. Looks really nice. And then we've got the warm side bulbs, which give a super nice warm vibe, particularly on that 45-degree shot. And we have a nice side orange kind of backlighting over Mark's shoulders and side of face. Now, if you're a comic looking to film your next special, then that is what we do best. So drop us a message to get yourself a free quote. And if you want, we'll even do a free review of your previous special. We look at what could be improved and what we might have done differently.